when I'm in meetings, I sometimes get really excited, too excited really, because I want to feed into the meeting and inject a thought, and I'm worried about that thought getting lost to the meeting, lost to the world. So yeah, I can end up talking over people or just talking too much. So that's one thing that I'm working on at the moment, and I wondered, if I came to you for support, what might you do with me?
Yeah, that's not uncommon, and in fact, I find myself doing the same thing. If I get really passionate about something, you sort of get on a roll, don't you? And I was thinking that if everyone in a meeting was waiting to speak, it would cause chaos. In fact, it often is the case I see in meetings. No one's listening, everyone's just waiting to speak. So I think what I would do is, because you are strong as a communicator and putting your thoughts clearly, there are times, because of the emotion that's kicking in, the passion, that then we tend to overplay our strengths, and then they can become funny enough, our most perceived weaknesses.
Right.
Because we just overplay it.
Over-egging it, going over the top.
Yeah, it's like someone who is confident. If they overplay it, they can come across as being arrogant. So you just need to pick on the other side of the coin and explore the other skills, in which case I'd be suggesting that you find a mechanism for just stopping and pausing, and just even for 30 seconds, being on other people's agenda just for a little bit longer, seeking to understand, asking great questions, listening properly, because you never know what's going to come from that. And it's part of our responsibility to help others stay on track, not just ourselves. So I have got a fun technique,
right.
But I think again it makes the point really well.
Okay.
So this technique is called secret profession. You have to go with me on this.
Secret profession.
Secret profession.
Okay.
So your job, in the space of up to 1 minute, we'll say 1 minute, is to find out what my secret profession is. It's a real profession, but I don't really have this. And you can ask me any kind of question you like. I admit that I will be quite elusive, okay, because I'm trying to fend off you finding, but I will be honest.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just think about my profession. Okay, I have got it.
So you've got the profession, I don't know it. I'm looking at the clock just so that we can keep to a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to go now. Okay, so your profession, does it involve meeting people?
To an extent.
Are you artistic?
I would say I definitely am.
Are you somebody that works in a factory, perhaps? Or?
No.
Okay. Do you make lots of money?
If I get to the top of my profession.
Okay, so when you're at the top. Is it something you can do from home?
No.
Is it something that requires a lot of training?
Yes. You certainly can't just do it.
You can't just rock up and do it?
No,
Okay.
No way.
Is it something that tends to be done with younger people or older people?
Who partake in this profession?
Yes, I think... Hang on. Yep. Sorry, that's the minute up. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh, I'll give you it.
Okay.
I'll give you it. Yeah, I'll go shake your hand. Come on, let's shake hands. I'll give you the answer to that one.
Okay.
It's definitely the preserve of younger people.
Okay, the preserve of younger people.
Okay, so you've asked me a series of questions.
Yep.
What I would normally do, we might work with a group on this, and you can imagine they're all firing away lots of questions at us, at my colleagues. So any semblance of a guess at what I might be?
Not really, no. To be honest, like I was so busy thinking of questions, I couldn't process the answers
What
so
I was
much.
saying.
So yeah, I'd say some like
Okay.
children's entertainer or something like that. I don't know.
love that. No, I wish. No. I think it's extraordinary you haven't guessed, actually. It's pretty obvious. Ballet dancer.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, ballet dancer. Now, it was interesting. You said something. You said at the beginning, is it creative? And I said, most definitely it is. So we might hold that for a moment.
Yeah.
So, okay, so what I noticed was, and this happens a lot because of time constraints with a client or clients, is that they ask a lot of closed questions. So you're asking, do you, is it, are you? And of course, it's very easy for me to fend it off because I can just say yes, no. In fact, I even elaborated sometimes when I possibly didn't need to.
Right.
So it's counterintuitive. You've got short periods of time, you're asking closed questions to cut out great swathes of what I might or might not be. There's no way, unless you hit potluck, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
So the idea is to ask open questions, which I'm sure you will know, but the what, the where, the how, the who, that broaden the answer. I can't say yes or no to it. But also the key thing here with this exercise is something we've called, and lots of my colleagues would have called, is qua. It sounds very weird. Question, answer, which is simply that you ask a question, the answer you are given is as we might say, the mother of your next question. So everything you need to be seeking to understand, the ingredients have just been given to you in the previous answer.
So they've got to connect up.
Always
like
got to
a
connect
daisy
up.
chain or something.
Yes, I know in real world we might dance around, but this is a great skill because it makes you have to listen. Because if you're not listening, you will not be asking a question based on what you just heard.
Yep.
And also it's a kind of funneling. So you start broad and go down to the detail. Of course, at the end, with any kind of thing, when you want buy-in, you might eventually say, have we got a deal?
Yep.
Yes or no? Or are we going to do this? Do you understand? But you can't start with that. So the idea is to ask a nice open question. Some people might, when we'll have another go, might say something like, give me tell me three things that are really critical to the work you do. I can't say yes or no. I have to give you information.
Right.
The key is, once you've got an array of answers coming through, the skill and art is to be able to channel down onto one that you think is going to give you reap the most dividends.
Okay.
What's brilliant about this, going back to your situation, is that if you put yourself in that mode when you're finding you're getting excitable
Yes.
and want to speak, it's a great anchor. You just say, look, for the next minute or two, I'm going to put me aside and what I am excited about talking about, and I'm simply going to explore what I'm hearing. And even actually summarizing, because summarizing again obviously shows you've heard, and again makes you listen. And often when you summarize, you don't even need to ask a question, because people will just continue talking. So what I'm trying to help you to do, I think, in this exercise is to find a very quick fire way of anchoring yourself in the listening and questioning skills side of conversation.
Okay. And by doing that, I'm spending less time trying to contribute in the moment, and I'm spending more time sort of drawing things out of other people, would you say, or sort of enabling others?
Absolutely. Your contribution is balanced. Your contribution is equally powerful and influential, if you like, and impactful through the art of asking and listening than it is in telling. In fact, because it's such an underused skill, regardless of people knowing it to be important, I think it makes you stand out. I always notice the person who is being present for other people. You know, when you go to a networking event, and some people just seem to be wholly interested in others, and they put themselves second. I don't know about you, but I buy into those people a lot more than the person who's looking to sell in a networking event. They're going, who else can I speak to? It's all about me. Whereas actually, what about just being present for someone? And that might just help you to balance things in the meetings that you're talking about.
I see.
What we'd often do, I don't know if we have time to do this, is I would do another profession. You have to guess, and you'd have to have a group of you usually, and the rule would be you can only ask a question based on what you heard. I have had people quite regularly doing it in 4 questions.
4 questions, right. Well, I'm probably going to need 17, Simon, but should we try for another minute?
Let's do it.
Just
and
to finish off?
Don't put a timer on, but we will for this.
Okay.
We're going to do it really quick fire. I got a profession, start broad, maybe tell me 3 things if you want, or anything you like.
Righto.
And I will be honest, but I will only be clear if I get a really sharp question.
Okay, righto. Can we set the timer again? Is that okay? Okay, brilliant. Okay, so Simon, in this new profession, what can you see around you?
Oh, I like that. I'm in but often is a kind of shop environment, and I have my equipment, and it's quite a chilled space. It's quite relaxed, not too busy.
Do you hire things out to people? Oh, that was closed, wasn't it?
That was a closed question.
Yeah, sorry.
But so I've just I've just given you some answers. So
Okay.
I see my equipment, it's quite chilled. It's often not a lot of people. What would you think is the area you need to explore?
Hair, I'm thinking barbershop maybe, or something.
So you're making assumptions
Yeah.
which are going to cloud the quality of your questions, because you will be
Right.
focused on
Yeah.
fulfilling your assumptions rather than hearing. So I said there's equipment, it's a chilled space, not too many people. What's the one area you could focus on which starts to drill down to find out what I am?
I want to know about the equipment.
Okay,
Simon,
so what might you ask me?
Can you tell me about how you use that equipment?
Good question, because it's really difficult for me to evade it. So I would say I use it in order, how do I say this without telling you? I use it to, and not show it, to do something to someone that they cherish the idea of my doing, and it's a intricate procedure.
And I'm guessing it's not hair. I mean, I'm making the assumption it's not hair.
No, well, you can't. You can
But
only
I shouldn't
ask,
make that
just
assumption. Yeah.
keep going on the question.
Okay.
And notice your assumptions, and just say. So when you said, and then that often helps. I think if you.
So when you said about the equipment, and you said that it was something intricate,
Yes.
I'm still thinking hairstyles.
A good
or-
question is often to say what specifically.
Okay.
So to use, I think it would be an adverb. And if someone's talking too much, tell me briefly. So tell me specifically, when you say intricate, tell me.
When you say intricate, do you mean,
No, that's a closed question.
when you say intricate, what do you mean?
What specifically do you?
What specifically do you mean?
I mean that it's I'm doing something detailed and artistic and
You're
creative.
you're a tattoo artist.
I am a tattoo
Ah.
artist.
Well, God knows, I think we definitely broke the clock there, Simon.
That's okay. Yes. Can I just say, if you're doing it in a meeting, clearly you wouldn't say, sorry, are you a, no.
No, but I really...
Do you see the connection?
I
though?
do. And I really valued you coming in and holding my hand through that as well.
Yeah, and I will do that with people. I mean, it's sometimes useful to let people just play around with it, but sometimes it feels useful to say, because that's part of the feedback, just to say, look, oh, you've slipped into closed,
Yeah.
or that's an assumption.
Yeah.
You haven't asked a question based on exactly what I've just said. You know, it's one of those things where it's incredibly simple when you think about it, but actually quite difficult
Yes.
to do
Yeah,
in
far
practice.
more challenging than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think next time I go into that meeting, you know, I've got something that I can remember and something that I can try out as well and perhaps
Absolutely.
replicate in that listening and asking better questions. you know.
Asking better questions.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't go in and say, what are people's secret profession? But no, I think what I just meant, the quality of your listening was really powerful. So I hope that's helpful.
Thank you, Simon. It was really great. Thank you.